Okay, here we go. Technical analysis for cryptocurrency trading. Maybe it's a good thing to point out in the beginning that for some reason cryptocurrencies are still sometimes put in the market or talked about in the market like it's any different than trading forex or commodities or stocks or anything. You know my point on that. Trading is trading. Also, if you trade cryptocurrencies, technical analysis is quite the same. You have to look for opportunities with great risk reward, and when you manage to find them, you can be a successful trader over the long run. So let's just get into the Bitcoin in this case. Let us make a perfect picture on how to spot where price is at and what we can expect from current price moves. We all know this chart by now. This was a huge run, and this was a huge drop as well. So um, you know that's being done. So what do we have for now on out? Things, I personally I never got into this trade because it's quite an anomaly. So no reason for a professional trader to get into the market when things are not behaving the way they should. And now when this happened, this market started to behave like it should. So thank you for that. And now we are in a normal market with normal market behavior, and this is what it is. Um, Quite choppy. We see these pin bars over here, so price does not want to be at that 1400 level, 14,000, sorry. Here we had those spikes as well, so really pushing through back then wasn't the plan either. So for now, I think around the 1400 is a obvious place to say this is a resistance area for now. And of course, we came into this 20,000 point, but for now, I won't be paying too much attention for that because I'm looking for trading opportunities as we speak. So we had some quite the markets became quite dead over here, and then we started trending again. If you put in a trend line or anything like that, you would have seen that the trend line is broken by now, and we are now trading in this new level where up until now this resistance area became support. That's just what it is. Clear, clean price action. If you want to put in a trend line, you can do that. It's something like this. So if I would trade this, I would wait for a potential pullback first. As at the moment, I'm bearish. I hope you understand that. So I would like to see a pullback into this resistance area, and when we get a cluster because of not just this resistance but also this downward trend line will come up, a potential sell-off even further would be a scenario. So just to point it out, this would be a scenario, and if it breaks, of course we get of course a another scenario, potential retest of this area where it broke through, and then we have some more continuation back to the upside again. So there are two scenarios, like in every trade. Things can go up, things can go down. Trade what you see. If you are in this trade, no matter what direction, of course you get some kind of a bias. You want this to go up or you want this to go down. Try to eliminate those thoughts and feelings. This is what it is. We had a bullish run this year. Now we are in a correction. At the moment the market is bearish. This level broke, what made it a little bearish. So as long as we are trading below this, a pullback could still occur, and a move further down is also very likely. So that is it for now for Bitcoin. No need to zoom in any further. This is the picture. Litecoin, what we have here. We have an even more clear pattern. Let me get everything off for now. So what do we have here? Quite obvious again. We have this major support area. Price came back after this rally, and then we had this correction, and we are now at this level. So for now, this 24 would be a level for me, which is the ultimate support at the moment. Of course, this is the last resistance. It kind of, looking at these pin bars, these were fake outs or something like that. It's a level that makes sense. It's cryptocurrency, so it's a lot of choppiness. It's not forex where we touch this level and go out again. But for some reason, people prefer cryptocurrencies over forex. You know, it's a popular thing, so if you like trading this, then of course go ahead and do that. Litecoin, zooming in to the daily chart, we had ourselves a rally. If you had a trend line in here, we had a touch, a 1-2 touch, and then over here we broke, and we started really trending lower. Also this neckline area, I'll point it out so you guys know what I'm talking about. So this area over here is the neckline-ish. Price broke, came back, retested, and continued the sell-off. At the moment we are looking at a I don't know if we can still get a trend line in here, I think. Yes. So same thing, kind of the same thing, same kind of consolidation, same thing as Bitcoin. I would like to see a retest of this level for a potential sell-off, but with a move that has been going on like this, a corrective move that has been going on like this, I also prefer to just break this level, retest it, and then move out again. At the moment, this of course is the last resistance area, so as long as that's in place, we don't have anything yet. And this support area is not yet a resistance area, so a lot more needs to happen for Litecoin. Let's go to another popular one, Ethereum. Ethereum on the weekly, how does that look? Everything off of this chart for now. Okay. Yeah, it's really, believe me, it are different charts, but they are kind of the same because the whole cryptocurrency market kind of moves in the same way, which is something you should consider from a diversification and risk management perspective. Because if you are in a trade in Ethereum that goes either your direction or against you, and you're also in Bitcoin and Litecoin, you know you're up altogether or you're down altogether, so that's quite a risk. You know, I would advise to, you know, I advise myself, let's put it that way, to put something in crypto, something in FX, something in commodities, etc. So that's the little thing about that. This is quite, it looks the same Ethereum, but it is of course a little less less volatile, or less the move was less spectacular than on the other two charts, but we got ourselves a resistance that makes sense. Support, resistance, it's kind of a flip zone over here, and we are coming back into this support level at the moment. So what do we have when we want to get in for a potential trade? Yes, here we are. We had a rally. The rally got broken and we started to trade lower, so also this one, the third one, which I am bearish on at the moment from a daily perspective. Overall on the weekly I'm neutral, of course. We're not nowhere near the highs and we're nowhere near the lows, so we are neutral. But this one is a little bit harder to read. Maybe we can get in a trend line if we do it like this. Nah, it's nothing really clean. No. This is ridiculous. We're not gonna do that. No, this is too choppy, so we're not gonna do that. What we do have is this resistance area over here, which makes sense. Support resistance area. You can also put it like this. It is choppy. It is crypto, so it's choppy. Sometimes it's kind of hard to put in a stop, but we got ourselves a lower high followed by a lower high followed by a lower high, and also we got these lows, lower lows, lower lows, lower lows. So we are in a bearish move, and maybe we will come back up to retest, or maybe we will continue from here on out, because maybe this will become an area of resistance as well. Let's see. Ethereum, looking at the two we just went through, Ethereum is the least attractive one because all of the choppiness, and market is kind of flat, so it's definitely not my my preferred chart. Then Ripple, what do we have on Ripple? It's a weekly chart, kind of the same, with the spike and the correction. Ripple is kind of flat, let's just put it that way. Nothing is happening here, and I'm convinced a lot of you guys know just why that is. A lot of fundamental reasons why things look like they are looking at the moment. Not too much can be done from a technical perspective on the weekly chart, so let's zoom in a little bit. We have this level where price is fighting around. Are we going to break it or are we not going to break it? Well, it looks like these pin bars confirm that we are not going to break this support and we are moving back to the upside. For now, we have price action tells us that we are still in a move where resistance is holding price down. We're still bearish on this one. Okay, so that's it. So what am I looking for? This is way too less of price action information to be putting a trend line in, but of course we're very close to support, so there's very high probability this support will hold, and from here on out we could see a reversal in the market. To really get a confirmation on this reversal, you need to break this level and retest it, but by then we are already halfway this whole move, so it's kind of difficult to be trading this as well. So Bitcoin and Litecoin I prefer over Ethereum and Ripple. And then finally I'll go into Dash a little bit. Well, what a surprise. We had this run and this spike and this correction. This kind of looks like Ripple. So let's go to the daily right away. Well, let's go back a little minute for just a minute for support area. Of course, support is around this area over here, a little bit higher. So this is it. Yes, it's just in a range. It's been in a range. It's now October 4th. It's now October 7th or 8th, 9 today. It's been in this range ever since June 2018. So from a range trading perspective, you know, it's quite safe to assume that once it comes back to this support, we could see another rally back up, and when it comes near this resistance, we could potentially see another rally back down. So range trading strategy, you know, it kind of fits the criteria, I think. Daily chart, still bearish. You know, it's a high followed by a lower high, but I think we can also say this was a double top because it's crypto and it's very choppy. So we went through, we had this huge spike which a lot of amateur traders got triggered out of their positions, and then we continued to go lower. This resistance held, got retested, then we formed new resistance, got retested, and a lot of amateur traders got tricked out of this trade again. Here we are, and then we are in this range at the moment. So again, this is not, if you trade cryptos, the preferred area to be trading. Bitcoin is one of my more favorable setups, as well as Litecoin. So that's it for today. Also in my book I describe that cryptocurrencies is one of the markets to be trading. If you want to get into the crypto, then of course you can do. Same rules apply. Kind of markets look a little bit different, but we are definitely able to find structures and to manage our risk once we want to get into a trade. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next